Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welp, that was a game. Very exciting end to game two between the Lakers and Nuggets. Obviously, Anthony Davis just hit a huge game winner. The three off of the inbounds play. And quite honestly, I'm calling that a bailout shot because it really felt like the Lakers should not have let the Nuggets come back in this game, and in a lot of ways, AD bailed out a lot of guys on that with that game winner. The first one being Frank Vogel. I watched it over a couple times after the fact. What the heck was the play call? There were three guys standing there and watching the inbounder, and Anthony Davis just kind of ran the arc of the three-point line, and Mason Plumlee just happened to, for some reason, think he was supposed to switch on to LeBron. There was no reason for him to switch on to LeBron. He just kind of said, screw this, I'm not chasing AD 2 more steps. I'm just going to stop on LeBron. And I get it, LeBron's got gravity. He's the best player in the world. You don't want him to get a good look for the last shot, but Jeremy Grant was in his face and LeBron wasn't even moving. He was just standing there. I have no idea what Mason Plumlee was doing on that play. I have no idea what was going through his mind. Maybe Michael Malone said switch everything, so he switched, and then... what was he even switching, though? LeBron wasn't setting a screen. LeBron was just standing there. I don't know what Frank Vogel was doing during out that play, and I don't know what Mason Plumlee was doing on defense. That was very, very confusing to me. I think that... Well, first of all, I think Bol probably should have been in the game for Jokic. I would want Bol guarding that inbounds passer no matter what, all 7'2" of Bol, and he's so long, his arms are so long. That's a intimidating guy to have guarding you when you have to make a tough inbounds pass. But obviously, Bol hadn't played at all. He wasn't fresh. I don't think that's a big deal. It's just, Mason Plumlee, what are you doing, bud? The fact that Jokic saw that and was able to close out on AD and make that shot as tough as it was really impressive. Jokic is just a basketball genius, and that was just really incredible that he was able to feel that he had to contest that shot. But, what was Mason Plumlee doing? I'm sure that he really is regretting his actions on that play because it just didn't seem like there was any reason for him to do what he did, and his team lost, and I think that in large part because of that play, obviously. It was the game-winning shot, and Mason Plumlee just kind of stopped running. Not too much else to say. Anthony Davis, ice water in his veins. That's a crazy, crazy shot. Off balance, 3-ball, just straight cash. Very, very impressive by AD. But yeah, Frank Vogel, weird play call, and Mason Plumlee, weirder defense. So that's what I have to say about that play. But really, Anthony Davis, huge shot. All the credit in the world to you. I'm just saying, the scenario setting up the shot was a little weird. And before that, it took a Jamal Murray incredible block on Danny Green's jumper. Big credit to Jamal for getting there and getting that block. That was just a really incredible defensive play from a guy that we don't usually think of as a good defender. Murray had a really, really good game. Finished with 25 points on 8 for 19 shooting. 2 for 9 from the 3, 7 for 8 from the free throw line. So not the most efficient night, but also not terrible. But the stat that really stands out to me is that he played 44 minutes, and they were plus 16 in those 44 minutes. They lost the game by 2. That means in the 4 minutes Jamal Murray was out of the game, the Nuggets were minus 18. This guy's just a complete game changer. He's a complete baller. He's a bucket getter. He's a playmaker. He's so important to this team. And today, without him, they really just fell apart in the minutes where he wasn't on the court. And that hustle play to block Danny Green's shot, that was a winning play. That was a winner's play, and I was very, very impressed with Murray. And it was a perfect block, too. Just took the ball right out of Danny Green's hands, and If he would have been able to make that save and throw the ball into Millsap, the ball runs out in Millsap's hand. The clock runs out with the ball in Millsap's hands. That would have been an incredible play from Jamal Murray, and it still was, but it's going to get overshadowed by that AD shot. But very, very great play by Jamal. And before that, on the Nuggets offensive end of the floor, we had Jokic just taking Anthony Davis to school. I mean, AD is a first-team all-defensive defender, and Jokic said, "Who is this guy?" He just put his butt into him, pushed him around, and got an easy layup. I think he might have used his arm a little bit to create some space on Anthony Davis, but no ref is going to call that in the last 20 seconds of the game. That would just have been an atrocious call if they would have called an offensive foul on Jokic there. So, great job by Jokic. He had a really big game. He hit that huge three. He had that incredible tip-in. I mean, that tip-in. I don't know how he did it because Murray took the shot with like a second left on the shot clock. It was an air ball, and Jokic just, with the quickest tip I've ever seen. Incredible play there. Jokic finished with 30.6 rebounds and 9 assists, 9 for 20 shooting, 1 for 4 from 3, 11 for 12 from the line. Just a really, really big game from Joker. He was the guy that went 2 on offense. He closed this game out for them, and he did an incredible job as the closer. They were losing 100-92, and they were able to come back and be in a position where if Anthony Davis doesn't hit that shot, they win 103-102. That would have meant they finished on an 11-2 run, and he had a large chunk of those 11. He had the last 7 for sure because he hit that huge 3 with about a minute left to cut the lead to 100-99. Then he had the tip-in to give them the lead at 101-100, and obviously after that, Anthony Davis hit that tough floater shot right over Jokic. AD, the big guys were the closers in this one, AD versus Jokic, so that was pretty fun. Get to see some of the dead center position have some really, really big moments, but in the end, Anthony Davis just hit the biggest shot. He hit the last shot and the biggest shot, and usually when that happens, that's going to win you the game. But big credit to Joker and Murray. They combined for 55 points. I think that Davis and James combined for 57, so the Stars certainly were shining tonight. So very impressive job by those 4, but before the series, I said that whoever had the best performance from the other guys, from the supporting cast, would win. And in this game, I don't think that there's any debate. The Lakers supporting cast outplayed the Nuggets. MPJ had a good game. PJ Dozier was incredible. Took those huge charges. Those missed free throws were bad, but he played really well off the bench for them. But Alex Caruso, Rajon Rondo, and Dwight Howard gave the Lakers some really, really good minutes off the bench. Especially Caruso. He had 9 points, played great defense. Rondo finished with 9 assists, but he also had 5 turnovers. So with Rondo, you get some and you lose some, but just great bench performance from those guys. They were a big reason why the Lakers were able to win this one, especially Caruso. I said during the Trailblazers series that he's their 3rd best player in my mind, and he's done nothing but prove it for the rest of this postseason so far. And he's really special. He's a really good guard. He's such a good defender. He works so hard on that end of the floor. Think about the guys he's been matched up on in this playoff run so far. Damian Lillard, James Harden, and Jamal Murray. Those are 3 top 25, top 30 players. Well, 2 top 10 players in Damon Harden's case, and another top 25-ish player in Jamal Murray's case. So Caruso's just been incredible in this playoff run. He's a big reason why this Lakers team is where it is. And he and Rondo playing so well at the guard spot really elevates this team to another level and makes them the indisputable championship favorite at this point in the season. Thanks for watching. I think that's it for me. Incredible game, incredible shot by AD, incredible performances by Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic, but it just wasn't enough on this night, and the Lakers really got it done. I'm excited for Game 3. I hope the Nuggets can bounce back and make this a long series, because I think it has the potential to be a really outstanding and really fun series. But that's it for me, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe if you did. Leave a comment on what you think. And we will see you all again very soon.